Today I'm going to do a Shiva Puja. So what I have set here before me is a number of materials. This is Sri Vari Pancha Deepam oil. Now this oil can serve as a ghee substitute. I'll be using it for the lamp here. I'll be using it as a fire offering. But I'll be using a very small wick this time. So usually I use longer wicks and thicker wicks, but with this oil you don't need as thick of a wick as you would ghee. And honestly, bigger wick would kind of get in the way, but this oil will be in this container right here. I will also be pouring spoonfuls of this Ganga Jal. So this Ganga Jal is basically water from the river Ganga. It is offered upon Hindu gods, Hindu idols, and it's used in Hindu rituals. But I will be offering it to Shiva on this Shiva Linga. So this Shiva Linga, it's made out of stone. I usually like to have my Shiva Lingas made out of stone. I might be getting a metal one in the future, a bronze one. But for now, this has been my Shiva Linga for quite a while. This is the representation of Shiva in ritual, and Shiva is the most formless, the one that is the most abstract of all the Hindu deities or Hindu aspects of the source, however you want to describe it. But Shiva Linga is a very good representation of Shiva. I will be saying the mantra Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. So Namah Shivaya basically means I bow to the auspicious one. I bow to Shiva. I recognize Shiva, and Shiva being the aspect of God, which is just, you could say, just a step for spirit beyond creation, if you want to understand it in metaphysical terms. For Shivite, they would understand it as that Shiva is the prime reality. Shiva is the deepest part of our soul, and the deepest parts of the soul that exists in everything, the deepest part of oneself, that he is the underlying reality, the deepest reality within all things. But Om Namah Shivaya basically just means I bow to the auspicious one, which is Lord Shiva. So I will be saying that mantra, and I will be offering also with the Ganga Jal upon this Shiva Linga. I will also be offering these rose petals. So you don't always use rose petals of this kind. Sometimes, fresh ones, fresh flower petals in general are the best. And you might want to have ones that are maybe a bigger package, because this amount of rose petals and rose buds isn't going to last you very long. But yeah, so it's just going to be alternating between Ganga Jal and rose petals. The mala that I'm going to be using is this Bodhi seed mala. So this is a mala that is made out of basically seeds that would have become Bodhi trees. And the Bodhi tree is, if you have a mala of this and you wear it, and if you recite mantras upon it, it is supposed to help you in your journey towards enlightenment, and your journey towards moksha, and attaining wisdom and transcendental consciousness. So the Bodhi seed, I've always had a really strong connection to Buddhism, because it's the first religion I started studying. But so the Bodhi tree has always been very powerful for me, and so has the idea of enlightenment and higher consciousness. And this mala I just received today, but I've decided the first mantra that I'm going to do on it, and I'm not going to dedicate this mala to just one mantra like I have dedicated to my other mala that's for Ma Kali, where I say Om Kling Kali Kiya Namaha. This one is going to be multiple kinds of mantras I'll be using this for, and I'll actually be replacing the beads I've been wearing for quite a while, for about 10 years. And if you know me, I've been wearing the same wooden beads for 10 years. I'll be replacing those with these, and this is actually a better set to recite mantras upon. The other one really wasn't a mala. I just allowed people to call it that, but this mala in particular, there can be spacing between the initial seed, the initial bead that you start with. Just stretch it out a bit. There we go. So there is space that you can, you start with this beat, and there's 108, and the 108 is always a powerful number for mantras. And I will be reciting, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And I will be doing that after doing a number of offerings of Ganga Jal and rose petals. But sometimes I like to alternate mantra and offerings. That's one part that I don't have like nailed down like to a T. I just kind of do whatever feels right when it comes to that. But yeah, and I think there's one last thing that I actually need to grab that I did not grab previously, and that is some incense for Lord Shiva. So the incense I'm using for Shiva is this kind. It's by Bhakti, and it's just basically Shiva incense. It was ironically the last incense stick I had in this container, which gives me a little bit of sign that I was indeed supposed to use it. But a lot of time when lighting these things, whatever you're lighting in a ritual, it's always good to have matches, because matches are you could say they're more magical, but mainly more like spiritual. And there's an action when you're lighting a match, and there's less mechanisms like what you might use in a Bic lighter or a butane lighter of some kind. You just let that incense burn for just a little bit, then blow it out, and then we are good. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. And I recite this a bunch before I even start with the mala, just while I'm doing my other activities here. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Lord Shiva, consorts of Ma Kali, I recognize you, and I recognize your bull Nandi. Lord Shiva, I thank you for appearing upon this earth in the form of Adi Yogi 15,000 years ago to aid us, to aid all of man in our spiritual search and our endeavor to free ourselves from the confines of space and time. As Adi Yogi said, all the space in the universe can be fit within a single mustard seed. And time is a result of space, and space is an illusion. What is not an illusion is consciousness. Shiva, I call upon you to aid me in heightening my own consciousness. Lord Shiv, one smeared with ash, one who never ceases from gazing and looking upon things through his third eye, and whose two eyes rarely open for contemplation on the highest reality, is your natural state, Lord Shiv. Lord Shiv, you are beyond duality. You are not bound by this or that, but you think this and that. All is one. All is the same. Time itself being an illusion. Separation between things is thus an illusion. Human beings, deep down within ourselves, we feel you, Lord Shiv. And this day, one such human calls out to you. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Shiva. I offer you this Ganga jar, Lord Shiva. Hara Shiva. Praise Shiva. Hara Shiva. Hara Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om. I focus upon the linga as I recite this mantra for Lord Shiv, and as I attune myself to Shiv through this recitation, changing my inner reality to align and deepen my conscious reality with that which is my truer nature, that nature that is beyond Hunter, that is beyond this birth and beyond the experience of time, and thus is the infinite part of myself. Shiva is within, and through connecting with Shiv, we connect to the deepest part of ourself. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Hara Shiva. I bow to you, Lord Shiv. Hara Shiva. Hara Shiva. Hara Shiva. Shiv, I ask you for the understanding of proper detachment and for proper sight to see this world for what it is, to see soul where it is, to see truth where it is, and to see Maya for what it is. Just as when you came out of meditation and your eyes gazed upon Kama, the god of desire, and you burned him to ash with a single glance, I ask that you aid my own eyes in burning to ash any delusion that I may have, my inner eye burning the inner delusion, my outer eyes seeing external delusion for what it is. Help me to see truth, Lord Shiva, and help me have the strength to detach from that which is not true, and that which is not Brahman, that which is not soul. Thank you, Lord Shiva, and I ask that you bless this stone for a friend, as it has been gathering energy this whole time. Lord Shiva, I recognize you, and I always welcome you when I'm speaking to Ma Kali and making her offerings. And I thank you, Lord Shiv, for appearing beside her and for accepting recognition, even though I do not focus on you, but I focus upon the Divine Mother. Thank you, Lord Shiv. I recognize you. And I love you, Lord Shiv, as I love the Divine Mother. Hara Shiva, Hara Shiva, Hara Shiva. The offerings will burn out, but this puja is at an end. Hara Shiva.